Hello everyone, I'm back again with another video. We are into an incredibly hot week here in just outside of Surrey, or near to Heathrow, and we'll see what the action's like on track. We're in Silverstone today for Assetto Corsa Competizione. Ignore that because bottom left hand corner I'm not first. I'm not really sure where I'm at the moment. We've just got to let it run out, update a bit, but I'm pretty sure I'm in and around the sort of 12th, 13th sort of area. So yeah, it's going to be a 20-minute race, so if you want to pause it, go and get yourself a cup of coffee or a hot drink or a cold drink in my case. It's worth sticking around for because it's quite an interesting one, this one. As you can see, it's multiplayer, so we are, I'm 7th at the moment, but this is going to be a race which is full of stupid, see, so look at that Aston Martin flying off into the distance. What I'm going to say right from the beginning, right, is it always pays to try and do some sort of qualifying lap and get yourself ahead, because when you're starting at the back you've got a lot going on and it's really intense, and sometimes you've got some great races and sometimes you just got people who are all over the place. So at the moment you've got the odd person who's sort of maybe losing the rear end, you know, that kind of thing. That's fair enough, but look, I mean, those two Ferraris just collided. I've just been whacked by a Lexus. I've gone off, I've tried to keep my foot in. We are all over the place. I'm now 12th, so yeah, with 18 minutes to go, we'll see how we get on. The racing does improve, and I just want to sort of touch on, yeah, sort of mistakes that I make, mistakes everyone else makes, yeah, and sort of go by that. So when it comes to multiplayer, I choose the room that I want to go in. I don't allow the matchmaking. I sort of have a look, see what's busy, and then sort of give it a go, really. There's certain tracks that I like doing at the moment, or like driving, Silverstone being one of them. Just trying to get used to that. And you can see I've got this Mercedes all over me. I'm going to allow him through, but as you see, he's just totally lost it on the entry. Yeah, so so where are we? So Silverstone is a track that I've got a spinner there, so we're now up to 12th. Silverstone, I'm trying to get the hang of this one, and I'm slowly improving. I'm just getting more and more confident. I did start with the Audi R8, but I've actually moved to the Bentley now because I actually prefer it. It's a bit more planted. The only thing that Ferrari by Daly has come up right behind me, right up, nearly took me out. That's my biggest concern about multiplayer games, is people's braking of all different cars are all over the place, and where I brake to get into the corner, someone else has got completely different braking and is going to end up going into the back of me. So yeah, it's a worry, because people know that they've got obviously very good brakes, but they choose to stick right up behind you and end up punting you out. We'll see some examples hopefully in the course of this race. But yeah, back to Silverstone, getting hold of it now, getting used to the car, finding the Bentley's better than the Audi R8. And that's what I'm sort of looking for. I nearly take out the Mercedes there, because his braking was a lot sooner than I thought. He's indicating, not really sure, got a better exit, and he's gone into the pits. He must have had a penalty, because I can't think why he'd pit. But yeah, so we've still got Daly behind us in the Ferrari, as we are now 15 minutes left, just over 15 minutes left. We've got a Ferrari ahead of us. Ferrari's quite popular around Silverstone, but as I say, I'm building up the confidence. I'm just get it a bit wide there into the Beckett's complex, back out onto the Hangar Straight, trying to see. If we look ahead, we've got I'm not even going to pronounce that surname. Pentakov, let's say, 4.5 down the road. Daly is all over me. You know, at the moment you know, looking at my lap time, that's quite slow for me. I've managed to get it below 2 minutes, which I'm quite happy with at the moment. I know I'm not the quickest, but for me, you know, I'm working on improving it. So, but yeah, do you know what? We're like a month in now since this released. I've still not even tried Spa, still not even tried that circuit yet, or Barcelona. So I'm just trying to work my way through the circuits, getting to know them before I, you know, overclock my brain basically with too much circuit information. So, yeah, Ferrari is right on my tail, and in fact he's got a better exit out of the corner, and he looks like he's going to do me down the straight here as we move along. Okay, so it looks like don't really know what happened there. It looked like he kind of turned in on me, and yeah, just have a look at a replay of this. So we're going down, and he probably really, to be fair, should have allowed himself a bit more room there. I don't really know. I mean, I've obviously tried to move out after the spin. Not really sure when we look at that replay exactly what's really happened there. Yeah, because I feel quite crap when people do that, especially when he commented on there saying that was my fault. I'm not 100% sure that really was me. He sort of moved across, and he really, given it was a straight, he probably could have allowed a bit more room. We've got ahead of us, so this Ferrari ahead of us is Pentakov. He seems to be a bit all over the place at the moment, but we're gaining some good time on him now, as we've obviously lost Daly. He's obviously quite unhappy about that. Roulette is behind us in another Bentley, but he's about 5 seconds down the road. But you can see ahead we've got a good 4 or 5 cars for us to catch, so we'll see what we can do. 12 and 3/4 minutes left. See how we get on. Currently on in 10th. I'm not really sure what else we're going to be able to do. Let's have a look at my lap times. We're doing 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes 2, so I could probably find at least another 2 seconds when I put my mind to it. We don't have any problems with anyone behind us or in front of us. Pentakov is what, 3.3, 3.2, so we are gaining on them. The Ferrari, a popular car around Silverstone. I haven't tried it myself, but I will get around to trying it at some point because I want to see exactly what the fuss is about. The Bentley, I don't know if you can see on the screen, I'm currently running on 4 for traction control, so around this corner it's the worst. You can see the revs just flicking away. It basically won't pull away until effectively the car is pretty much on a straight and you've straightened up the steering wheel. But pretty much at all the other corners, as we change down, clip the inside, quite nicely done there. That's obviously going to hinder you, traction control, but of course, like most of these cars, you need some form of traction control because the rear ends would just have you spinning out, and yeah, I can't be dealing with that, so I have to sort of deal with the traction control best I can. And I found sort of around the 4 mark is pretty good. It still keeps the car stable, which makes me happy. So yeah, we're sort of pegging really Pentakov at the moment. We're not really, well, running a bit wide there, not really gaining on him a huge amount. We have a stranded Lexus in the road, so that is, I think that was a back marker. It's not registered on the timing screen. We've not really done anything with that one, so we're still in 10th, but yeah, has that delayed him? Yeah, so we've found a bit of time now, so we're just, at the moment I'm sort of thinking to myself, are these people going to sort of get, well, we've got a car running wide here. This is Bodin in a Mercedes. He's run wide, and we're now literally only about just over a second behind him. So this could be getting quite juicy. less than a second now. So slipstreaming doesn't really work in this game. I found it's not that effective. So you really got to kind of do it on sort of just driving skills. So you can see we're right up behind him now, far better on the brakes. I sort of go a bit wide and then I cut in deep. Yeah, really up behind him. Mercedes got quite a lot of pulling power actually. You can see he's slowly starting to pull away, but we sort of get towards the top end speed and I'm sort of all over him. This circuit we're not going to pass him, but we've got the inside. He's run wide. We are through and we are up to 8th. Bowden is down and then we come into Beckett's. Slightly take the curb there into 3rd. And yeah, we're through. We've also found a bit of time on the Ferrari of Pentakov ahead of us. We've also got Balin in a BMW who's also running up there as well, and Monstro 99. So we're just again slowly waiting for this lot to start hopefully coming towards me, and as long as I can keep it consistent, then hopefully it won't be too long before I'm all over them. See, they're sort of fighting it out now and we're really getting into this battle. Just under 9 minutes to go. We are down to a 2 minutes 1, just over 2 minutes 1. So we are, as I say, we're slowly improving. Hopefully with obviously things like the fuel weight and stuff, that's going to make the car a bit more drivable, get the lap times down. How are these getting on? They're kind of holding each other up a bit now. So if I can keep my head together. Oh, we've got a spinner. The BMW's gone round and he's taken the Ferrari. I've also managed to take full advantage of those three. And yeah, taken 3 positions in that one corner. They all got... This is the thing. You all end up running quite close together. And if someone spins, you're going to end up either going with them or trying to avoid them, running wide. And it hampers the rest of the race. For me... Yeah, okay, I wasn't sort of holding back, but I was kind of waiting for something to happen, and there it did. He went round and collected everyone else. So we're up to 5th. We've got Pentakov now behind us in the Ferrari, but he's not far behind. So just over 7 minutes to go. We're going to have to do a bit of holding up now because he is pretty much on it and we're very, very similar on times and pace. We'll see how we get on. Ahead of us we've got Andjar, who's also running a Ferrari, so it's a proper Ferrari Bentley sandwich at the moment. Ferrari, Bentley, Ferrari, Bentley, Ferrari. We have just got, let's have a look, so 3.6, no wait, I'll take that back. We have got a back marker, so the Ferrari is a back marker, so that's a bit worrying. We've got, yeah, I don't know how we're going to deal with this because I found, you know, he's pretty much been lapped, so he's not exactly going to be the fastest, and I do worry that he's going to either hold me up or he's going to, yeah, slightly really hamper my efforts. So I think we're probably going to be, I'll be honest, 4th is potentially, the Ferrari's going wide, he spun it, I have to take a bit of avoiding action, makes me run wide, so that's hampered, yeah, badly. Look at that, that's really hampered my efforts. That he's kind of got in my way. I've had to take avoiding action and Pentakov has passed me now. So I think, if I'm being honest, with 6 minutes to go, it's going to be me and Pentakov. The 13th place there, Andjar, is all over me, and I just wish he'd sort of back off a bit because I just worry that he's going to end up punting me from behind, and I really don't want that. But Pentakov and me, we're pretty much in our own race. He slightly runs wide there, bit strange. I don't really think that the Porsche, no, the Audi, no, where are we? Sorry, the timing screen needs to sort itself out. Pentakov is now shown as behind me for some strange reason. And that really needs to sort itself out. Pentakov getting his lines very mixed up here. Back all over him again. But the Ferrari does have a lot of power. despite being quite a nimble car, he's just all over the road though. But I'm showing 5th at the moment. He's showing 6th, even though he's ahead of me. Just have to see how that plays out. And he's completely, don't know what he was doing there. He's run completely wide. Roulette is 2.7 seconds behind me. We're waiting to see on the board. I've got a host of back markers. I'm waiting to see on 4th, but 4th is going to be too far down the road now. This is the fantastic pit complex, which barely gets used. A lot of the race series use the old pit lane complex. I'd imagine that's down to cost. I assume that's a case of Silverstone saying to the Blancpain series, you know, we can offer you the big nice pit lane, but that's going to cost you big. And they've turned around and said, yeah, we'll have the older generation pit garages and stuff just to keep the cost down, which is a shame because it's a bit topsy-turvy when the start of the race or the start finish line is kind of halfway around the track when you're used to the start finish lane around with the new pit complexes. So yeah, we've got the Audi ahead of us. Don't know if he's going to come in to affect too much, but Pentikov is right behind us again, less than a second. Roulette is now 1.8 seconds behind us as well. So yeah, we're starting to really feel the pressure now, but to be fair, the car's working. I haven't run wide, so the tyres are pretty good, in good condition. Brake temperature, tyre temperature is all looking good, so providing we don't make any mistakes, we should be finishing around this sort of place. Taking that quite nicely, allowing the car to slightly drift out and then back onto the straight again. But we're not making a huge amount of progress on these back markers. We've suddenly got now Travers in 4th now showing on our screen in a Bentley. He's 10 seconds down the road with just under 3 minutes to go. I can't see us making any progress on that. But I'm just going to have to hold off now, Pentikov and Roulette, because they are proper forcing a lot of pressure onto me now. We've probably got, I'd say it's probably going to be this lap and maybe another. Seeing how we get on. I think Pentikov's probably going to be, if anything, is going to be the one who overtakes me. I think Roulette might be a bit too far down the road for me. See how we get on through here. He's certainly better on the braking in that Ferrari. It could be that his ABS is turned down lower than mine is, so he's got more braking power. But we come onto the straight. It's sort of, yeah, it's floating around the half a second mark, and this is where I feel he's going to come right up. I mean, look at that. If you look behind, he's proper. He's all over me. And see, I've run slightly wide. He's going to have the inside, and I think my traction controls hampered me slightly there. He's certainly got the inside. There he goes. He's through, but I've kind of got the run on him. But this corner's fast, and I don't think I'm going to get the inside. I don't get the inside. He's running wide. He's off the track. We've got a drive-through penalty, but I don't think that's him. He nearly loses it. But we've got the Bentley of Roulette behind me now. We're struggling now because we are getting incredibly close to. Well, this is going to be the last lap of the race. Roulette is half a second behind me in an identical car, and Pentikov is starting to pull away. I mean, to be fair, he does make mistakes. We've seen him make mistakes before. We're hoping in the next sort of half a lap that he might be able to do it, and he might be able to make a mistake. And as long as I don't make one, we hopefully can capitalise on that. But at the moment, he's made this complex through. He's back onto the straight, past the pit lane. Roulette is now just under a second, so I'm not worried too much about him. We take that quite nicely. We've got a yellow flag showing. Got a car running very wide there, but I think that's the back marker, so we don't have to worry about him. The Bentley of Roulette is off behind us. So he's gone, he's out of the picture, but we are only now a handful of corners away. I don't think I'm going to do it. Well, 1.5 seconds now, pretty much. We're not going to do it. The Lexus behind us, he's not going to also pass us. So he's run wide. Pentecover's run wide, but we're 2 corners away now. We're not going to be able to do it. So we're going to end up finishing, looks to be, unless we've got people with penalties, we are going to look to finish 6th. As we come across the finish line, that is the end of the race. We've jumped to 4th. It's showing us as 4th, so I'd imagine that cars ahead of us did have penalties. And yeah, we've started around the sort of 13th, 14th mark. We've finished 4th. Yeah, not too bad in the end. I know I didn't get the win. There's no podium, but I was quite happy with that race, and I'm quite happy with that driving. So sorry about the 20+ minute video, everyone, but I just thought you might want to share this kind of video with me. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share it around, and yeah, I'll be back with some more videos again soon.